Hey guys, people, welcome. My name is Carol J. Welcome back to Flashlight Unity. I got another video and it's called The Imposter. And I'll see you on the next one. All right, hi guys, Carol J here. Welcome back to Flashlight Unity. And this is the CTJ, the Critical Thinking Joke, where I shake your mind to freedom. I got another video today, and this one is Imposter. Okay, let's dive right in. As we look at this photo, this image, this artwork, we see that there is a lot going on, as with all of them. But the first thing I want to point out is the justice. There is definitely a need for justice, and let's just cut everything out. Even if we was not talking about the imminent war that's heading for our country, there's been a need for justice. You know, where have we been? What are we all thinking about? How can we not see or have seen that there has been a need for justice previously, you know, long before now, you know? So because that time has passed, we can just reflect back and say, okay, well, let's not let any more time pass by. Let's move forward with an open mind, utilizing critical thinking, because the need for justice is definitely there, you know, because apparently the American people has been walking around blind, you know, allowing the powers to be to run amok, to basically do whatever they please without so much as a question or even a raised hair of what are they doing. You know, it's time to take the blinders off. Look at the bottom left part of the picture where you see the people inside of the hand. If you really want to know what your government thinks of you, just picture yourself as one of those stick figures inside of that hand, and that'll give you an accurate description of how your government feels about you. That they feel exactly like they got you in the palm of their hand. Otherwise, I mean, we would have to infer that, because otherwise, why would they do the things they do so blatantly, so, you know, carelessly, so just without regard to any repercussions? You know, people, you do things according to the repercussions that may, you know, reflect back upon you. And apparently, according to the government, the U.S. government, they feel as though there's no repercussions. You know, they have that no checks attitude. Like, who gonna check me? You know, and you know, in our culture, we say, who gonna check me, boo? You know, and based on everything that they're doing, that's pretty much what they're saying. You know, look at the justice system. You know, why do we have justices that have a lifetime position? I'm gonna say it again. There's over 300 million people in the United States. Why on earth would we need to keep the same people, the same justices in a position for life? You know, so could somebody please answer that question for me? That is a concerning question that I have, and it twirls around in my mind, and I cannot fathom. I can't understand it. So if somebody would know the answer to that, you know, let me know. Let me know, because does anybody else feel as though that is a little ludicrous to have the same people in the Justice Department over the Supreme Court for life, when there's 350 million people residing within one country? Where's the new perspective? You know, where's the different points of view? You know what I mean? Where's the fresh flavor coming in? Why on earth would we keep that there? You know, and these are just a lot of the things that bugs me about the government, and how I feel as though we dropped the ball, meaning the American people, we dropped the ball in addressing a lot of the going-ons that's been taking place thus far in this country. I mean, how you living? Is your life what you feel like it should be? Do you feel like your government serves you at your best? Or do you feel like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel? These are just questions that we as the people need to ask ourselves. Are you okay with being taxed like 3 times? Look at the bottom right where I have the Constitution. How old do you think the Constitution is? Do you know? I mean, because if we take everything else off of this picture and just work with the Constitution and the questions that we can ask about it, the first question I would ask is, why in the hell would we keep a document that's over 200 years old? You got to know that the forefathers who created it got to be turning over in their graves saying, get out of here. I know the American people are still not using that old ancient document. I know they're turning over. You know what I mean? And why nobody else has brought up the fact that this document is over 200 years old and they're still using it. It behooves me. I don't understand. This is another question that I have, that if somebody know the answer, if somebody can bring some kind of logic to me. I did read one place where they said that it works, like the Constitution works based on the language. Well, not according to me, because the Constitution to me is trash, because it's debatable, it's subjective, it's based on whoever the reader is. That's how the law works. So if somebody reads something and they can make a decision or make a law according to what they read, what they think, what they believe, and how they feel, where does we the people come in at? This is a question that you need to ask yourself. If somebody reads a document and let's say we the people want it to be a different way, we got different views, but the person reading it says, no, forget all of those views. I feel as though that this document says this, so I'm going to make this law and it's going to be like this, and this is how we're going to keep it. Where does we the people come in at? Where do you fit in that equation? I'm not. It doesn't feel like the people fit anywhere in that we the people. Do you know what is entailed with we the people? When they say we the people, do you know how much of we the people have any effect on what's going on in the government? I could tell you, but I want you to look it up. I want you to start critical thinking and think about it. Look it up, find that information, and then tell how much we the people are actually involved in the Constitution. Guys, this is time. Look up. You look at the top. You gotta wake up. You gotta get that brain, that mind going. You gotta shake it up. Let it pull your cap back. Yeah, this is the time. Because as long as that thing, the brain stays tucked down in the head where nothing is getting in there, like it's not open, it's tucked down, it's packed so tight that nothing is getting in there. Nothing is posing any kind of questions. Nothing is posing any kind of concern about what actually is happening in your country that directly affects your life. As we can see, we have an impending war, an impending destruction. How do we get here? Does anybody know? I mean, I'm just asking the question. I would love for somebody to give me the answer, But this whole particular picture, image, artwork is all about shining the light on all the injustices that has been imposed upon the people thus far, and how blind the people are, how the government actually views you, because you sitting in the palm of their hand, because they know they can do whatever they want and nobody's gonna say anything. And you know how we know they believe that? Because they keep doing whatever they want and nobody says anything. Well, let's start talking. It's time now for us to come together and start talking and shining the light let's ask some questions. There's a saying that says there's no stupid questions. The only stupid question is the one that's not asked. And apparently America has a lot of stupid questions because nobody's asking any. So I really think this is the time, guys. Take a look at this picture, marinate on this picture, go through all of the things on this picture, and then ask yourself that question, we the people, because I see that it's so big. It's like the biggest part of the document, the font is, and yet we have the smallest say so in the Constitution as far as the government. I mean, read it. Go ahead and read it. Wow, the people who sit in the government are millionaires, like 4 and 5 times over. Where do you sit? Where do your financial status sit? Like, where do you lie? What's your class? Are you at the millionaire status? We the people, These are just questions that I think about. These are just questions that I ask. And then with this new spark of impeding war coming to the U.S., it really has sparked up major questions. And I'm trying to get everybody sparked up too, guys. Let's come together. Let's critically think. Let's discuss some stuff. Let's get some answers going on. Let's do it. Are there any answers? Who do we need to ask? Well, we won't know that until we get together, we talk, until people start critical thinking. Look at the file. It's a case file. This is case file 2024, and it's all about the unity. It's about we the people coming together to get some answers, to find out what the heck is going on in our country. And I'm going to leave this one right here. Until the next video, guys, we got to get over before we go under. And it feels to me like the under is looming, and it's coming in hot, coming in fast. So we got to get over before we go under. And I'll say ochite until the next video.